Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is, oh wait, my name is Muhammad Yusrillah Yunus, and NIM 17. I'm from Tetris Bahasa Inggris, semester 5, and I will explain of some approach to research chapter 1, task from MEMSOF, mata kuliah Qualitative Research Methods in Language Education. Alright. Chapter 1 introduces different approach to research and explain their strengths, weaknesses, and appropriate use. Bell emphasized that while it is possible to do good research without deep knowledge of every methodology, understanding the main traditions helps in choosing methods, planning investigation, and interpreting literature. The first one is quantitative versus qualitative approaches. Quantitative research focuses on measurable facts, structured questions, numerical data, aiming for generalizable results, while qualitative research emphasizes understanding individual perspectives using open-ended questions and flexible methods that evolve during the study. Both approaches can overlap depending on the data needed. Number 2 is action research. Action research designed for solving practical problems in specific contexts, conducted mainly by practitioners who want to improve practice or performance. Action research involve a feedback loop, findings, change, evaluation, and further investigation. Action research ethical considerations are crucial. In action research, ethical considerations are crucial, especially when change affects others. Number 3 is case study. Case study enables in-depth study of a single case, organization, event, process, etc. Case study very useful for small-scale projects and can follow surveys to deepen understanding or proceed them to identify key issues. In case study, criticism is limited generalizable, possible bias, selective reporting, and some scholars argue case studies should be judged by relatability rather than strict generalization. Number 4, survey research. Survey research aims to gather information from a large number of respondents using standardized questions and focus on what, where, when, and how, but less effective for answering why questions. Survey research requires representative sampling and carefully piloted questions. The strength of survey research is relatively cheap and quick fact-finding method. Number 5 is experimental approach. Seeks to establish cause and effect relationship by comparing control and experimental groups, and is work best with measurable phenomena. The problem is human behavior is influenced by many factors. Large samples are often require ethical concerns and about manipulating people, and often impractical for small-scale student projects. Number 6 is ethnography. Study of people in natural settings using methods like participant observation in interviews and aims to understand cultural practice and social meaning. Ethnography, time-consuming and raises issues of representative and generalization, and still valuable for providing deep contextual insight. Number 7 is grounded theory. Grounded theory developed by Glasser and Strauss 1916. The theory emerged from data rather than starting with a hypothesis. Involves iterative cycles of data collection and analysis until theoretical saturation is reached. Grounded theory produces context-specific theories that can guide further research, considered complex and demanding, but powerful for generating new theory. Break is narrative inquiry. Use stories as a way to understand personal and social experiment. Can involve life stories, autobiographies, or account from participants. Narrative inquiry provides rich personal and sometimes political insight. The challenge of narrative inquiry is in time intensive, dependent on trust, and carries ethical risk, and increasingly recognized as a valid methodology in education and social science. Number nine is choosing an approach. No method is universally superior. The choice depends on the research question, context, and the data needs. The conclusion is chapter 1 highlights that research can be approached in many different ways, each with its own weaknesses, and practical applications. From quantitative and qualitative traditions to more specific strategies such as action research, case studies, surveys, experiments, ethnography, grounded theory, narrative inquiry, the choice of method should always be guided by the research question, the context, and the type of data required. Bell reminds us that no single approach is inherently superior. Instead, effective research often involves carefully selecting or even combining methods that serve the purpose of the study. Ultimately, understanding this tradition equips researchers with the insight needed to plan investigation more thoroughly and are to conduct research that are both rigorous and meaningful. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much.